Hi, this is Jay Sykes, just bringing you a quick video going over the current state of the watch collection. We're going to begin over here on the far left. So we have the Rolex Explorer 2. This is the 16570 model featuring the 3186 movement. This is the most recent model to come out before the current iteration. And I actually prefer this in terms of the classic proportions and design. Now it's a very versatile watch, features a GMT hand, and this was my first nice watch that I've owned. It served me faithfully over the many years. Now I used to travel quite a bit for work, and I still do to some degree, but not as much. And this is a great watch for business travel in particular. The GMT hand is very useful. Additionally, you can go to a business meeting, go to a conference, and then go jump into the hotel pool for a swim. So very great looking watch and very versatile. I call it the Stealth Rolex because most people don't realize that it's a Rolex, and that's one of the things I like about it. It very much flies under the radar. Moving on, we have the Zenith El Primero. This is the 1969 model, which is based off the original, as you know, a very famous movement. This comes in a 38 millimeter case featuring a beautiful multicolored dial and, of course, a beautiful display back, allowing you to see this very famous movement. There we are. Zenith El Primero. Now it's very much a historical design and a classic throwback watch. Comes here on the brown strap. A very versatile watch as well. Can be dressed up or dressed down. Moving on, we have the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Duo. And this is your classic dress watch. Features a very iconic Art Deco dial in terms of the shape as well as design, with this beautiful guilloche on the front. Now, because it's duo, you can reverse the faces. It has two faces. Now, I realized the traditional Reverso had a blank back, but with modern technology, they are able to give you a second back. So basically like two watches in one. The great thing about this watch is if you're at work and you have dinner plans, you can go to work with the white face showing, and then for your dinner plans, simply switch over to this lovely dark dial for a completely different work. Also, because it has two dials, it can be useful for travel as well. You can do two time zones at once. Now, one thing to bear in mind about this watch, it's very much a classic, timeless design, and I would argue is suitable for anyone. If you're in your 20s, it doesn't matter how old or young you are. If you like this watch and it fits you, then go ahead and buy it. Don't wait until you're 40, until you're 30 or 50, whatever. I think dress watches in general, as well as classic designs, can be enjoyed by anyone at any age. Moving on, we have the Tudor Pelagos. This is my most recent acquisition. Features this very striking blue color. Now, as you know, this watch includes a rubber strap as well as titanium bracelet. What I love about this is the very unique design. There's nothing quite like it out there. Yet it's a very high-performing watch. It's very much a devil-may-care watch. And what I love about it is the design. You can tell everything was designed in full congruency. If we look at the strap as well as the bracelet with the case, everything is a seamless design, and that's one thing I really love about it. Tudor Pelagos. Now, as you know, I work in an office environment, and most days I cannot wear that watch, but it's very much a weekend watch. It's a great watch for any aquatic activities. If you're going on an adventure or active holiday, You can take it to the ocean, take it to the beach. Additionally, it's not going to be a huge crime target. If you happen to be on a dive holiday or in a third or second world country, it's not going to jump out like a Rolex would. It's not going to attract criminals, shall we say, in a less desirable part of the world or a town. So Tudor Pelagos. Now, if you'll notice, these two on the left, the Rolex and the Zenith, are very much versatile. Can be dressed up, can be dressed down. Whereas, in contrast, these two on the right are much less versatile. Now, this one being strictly a dress watch. I mean, it can be dressed down to some degree, but is not well suited for overly casual. However, the Pelagos is really the very casual watch. So because these two models are less versatile, I don't hold it against them. I think it's actually a good addition to a collection to have some versatile watches as well as some less versatile watches, which, as long as they fit your lifestyle, I think it's great. Now, as you can see with the collection, a simple 4-watch collection, I'm very much into quality over quantity, and I'm very much concerned with wearing my watches enough. Thus, I would never get an overly large collection because there simply would not be enough time to wear all the watches on a regular basis. So quite a bit of variety. We have the steel bracelet, brown band, we have a very dark blue band, and a rubber strap. So I think a good, well-rounded collection there. And when I get a watch, I really try and look at it in terms of how it's going to fit into the collection overall. So not a lot of overlapping there. As you can see, quite a bit of color. The movements are all in-house. Now, what's next? As of now, I'm perfectly happy with a 4-watch collection, but I've taken a serious look at some German watch brands. In particular, Nomos. I've been very impressed with their most recent offerings. If you've seen the Nachtblau line in that very striking midnight blue. Additionally, I've been looking at Glashütte Original, a German watch. I think they have some very unusual designs. So those two brands in particular have really caught my eye. And I do see myself owning a German watch in the future. Now, I don't currently have a specific Grail watch. Previously I did, but I think as my collection changes, as I learn more about watches. Now, I am relatively new to watches. I've only been seriously into them for a couple, maybe several years now. And as my information has increased, I've realized I don't have one specific Grail watch, but I think that's okay. And I think as your watch knowledge increases, I think you should have an evolution in watch philosophy. Now, there are some things I look for in a future watch. One thing that has really caught my eye lately are cathedral hands. I think it's a very classic design. Additionally, in terms of complications, I've been attracted to moon phase complication. I've been looking at some different shaped cases. Now, these are watches which are not your typical round. They may be cushion shaped, rectangular, and a variety of other. Additionally, I've really learned to appreciate guilloche on a dial. I think it shows a very old school and traditional watchmaking technique. So those are some attributes which I'm attracted to in a future watch or watches. Now, not necessarily trying to have one watch which has all of those, but if you happen to know of any watches which have cathedral hands, a moon phase complication, a shaped case, and feature guilloche, please feel free to let me know. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. This is Jay Sykes, hoping you have a nice day, if possible. Bye.